thank you for joining us. What an eventful day in Plattsburgh it's been.
That's right, and it's been a busy day for the Fed as well. Today they enacted a new monetary policy which will restrict the money supply by $300 million.
That's right. I wonder how it'll affect me.
I'm not sure, but you should probably go hide your piggy bank.
You're such a jokester, but seriously, is my value of a dollar going up or down?
I'm pretty sure it's going up because they're decreasing the money supply.
Let's ask our resident economist, James, what he thinks about today's events.
To James. Thank you for joining us today. As you have heard in the recent news, the Fed has taken $300 million out of the money supply. Why do you think they do that?
Well, keeping all else constant, every day more and more money is being created, which lowers the value of the dollar. In order to keep the value of the dollar from sinking too low, the Fed must reduce the money supply by selling bonds to banks, which make the value of the dollar increase because there's less money in the money supply.
And how do they do this?
As you can see by this graph, the Federal Reserve sells bonds to financial institutions, such as banks. The bank will pay to purchase the bond. At this point, the Fed will hold on to the money, removing it from the economy. Overall, this is good for all of you because the value of the dollar ends up increasing. In addition, it prevents inflation and strengthens our economy as a whole. So don't worry about it. It's only routine.
Oh, now I get it. So we really shouldn't be worrying about anything.
That's right, Krista. We have nothing to worry about.
Breaking news. There's currently a bank run taking place at Plattsburgh International Bank.
Oh my God, that's my bank.
On that note, let's send it to Finley and find out what's really going on at Plattsburgh's International Bank.
Thanks, guys. We're here live at the Plattsburgh International Bank, where a bank run is currently taking place. A bank run is where the bank's physical supply of money is running low. Because of this, people have come from all over Plattsburgh to withdraw all their money. However, this is simply a routine action of the Federal Reserve. On top of that, the FDIC will insure everyone's account for $250,000. However, this is still caused quite a scare in the eyes of the public. But there's nothing to worry about.
Thanks, Finley. I hope everything gets sorted out down there.
Oh, I got my money.
Well, you really didn't have to rush there. The FDIC insures your money up to $250,000.
Oh, what a waste of time. Anyways, let's move on to Leslie with the updates on monetary policy.
Thanks, Krista and Darren. Quite extreme run day you did there, Darren. Well, with the news that the Fed is bringing out a policy that restricted the money supply by $300 billion, people must be thinking, what does this mean and why is this happening? The policy that the Fed is bringing out is called a contractionary monetary policy, which is a policy that reduces the money supply in the economy. The Fed does this when the economy is growing at a rapid rate and wants to avoid inflation. Just as Mr. Turney explained, to reduce money supply, the Fed sells bonds in the local funds market because Feds are buying bonds from the central bank with money they might lend out. With the interest rate rises and the investment falls. And when the investment falls, the aggregate demand also falls. This causes a fall in the real gross domestic product, an increase in unemployment, and a decrease in the price level. So these are only short-run results, and there's no need to worry. However, there's another monetary policy that's the complete opposite of the policy I later explained. This is called an expansionary monetary policy. Here, the Fed chooses to expand money and buys treasury securities from the banks, which increases the reserves a bank may lend out, which expands the economy. This happens during a recession, and all I can say is to wait for such a moment. Back to you, Krista and Darren.
Thanks, Leslie, and we'll be back after these messages.
And remember, folks, without a visit to James every day, you will not get an A.
Thanks, Finley. I hope everything gets sorted out down there.
Oh God. I don't know.
1, 2, 3. Thanks, Krista and Darren. Well, with the news that the Fed is bringing out a policy that restricted the money supply by $300 billion, people must be thinking, what does this mean and why this is happening?